Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to a preview video of the Age of Apocalypse Horsemen, or should I say it's Horsewomen. Now in this particular video I will actually check out the costumes. I'll give you a good look at them. On top of that we'll have a look at the legendaries you get for a mega prestige in each of those 4 heroes because it has been activated on them, and also we will show off the specific skill they get that is unique to these new enhanced costumes. So the first one we'll look at will be Storm. This costume here then is really pretty nice, and I would say out of the 4 horsewomen this would be my second favourite. We'll look at my top one for the next hero we'll cover, but in the costume section what I'll discuss as well will be the legendary you get for a mega prestige in her. So it's called Stormcaster. Now all of these legendaries have a 10% chance when you use your signature to reset your signature, so I'll just mention that. It's not actually in the tooltip, didn't have space to show that off. But the rank 1 is 15% base damage to ice, electric and also wind power, so that equates to 600 damage. You then have 2000 health, 2000 dodge rating, which is great because she's a speed hero, 1000 critical hit rating. I would have liked to see that be 1500, but I won't complain too much. In the rank 5, when you use your dash power, you summon a fire tornado, dealing damage twice per second for 8 seconds, and it's got a 20-second cooldown. It's not leveled yet, so I can't see what that's like. I'm not sure what the damage numbers on it are, but it's certainly an interesting option for her there. But let's actually check out the unique skill she's got, and that would be Acid Rain. So this skill here is essentially a variant of Crashing Hail, and it will slow the enemy, but on top of that you get 2 charges, it weakens them, and at the moment the damage tuning is actually way out of line with the other skills that the other horsemen have, so I don't think this is intended. The dot on it is hitting for about 4 times more than any other dot, so if you want to level Storm, get in this now and start leveling her, because the dot really does make quick work of any trash. But next up what we'll do is we'll have a look at Jean Grey. So this costume here really is a work of art, and it's potentially one of my favourite costumes in the game. Unfortunately I'm not a big fan of Jean, but this costume really is fantastic. Now the mega prestige legendary look that goes along with it, we've got Flames of the Phoenix, so that's 600 damage rating to psychic and fire powers. You'll notice with these legendaries they've took on board feedback and they're a lot more universal, so you can use them with various different builds. That aspect of it is great. You've got 1000 critical hit rating, 1500 brutal strike rating. Your rank 4 proc gives you a 50% critical hit chance to signature powers, so if you're round about 50 you've got 100% chance on your signature, which is pretty great. And then when you use your signature power, heal you and your party members for 1000 life per second for 5 seconds with a 60-second cooldown. It's okay, it's a little bit underwhelming potentially that rank 5 there, but what we'll do next is have a look at her unique costume skill, and this is Phoenix Tomb. This skill then I would say it's tied in with magic for potentially my favourite skill for how it actually looks. So as mentioned, it's Phoenix Tomb. It works as a dot, it doesn't have the insane damage that Storms does. It has slow, weaken, you've got an 8-second duration and 12-second cooldown, so that's 66% uptime, and you've got 2 charges on it as well. But I really do like the visuals on this, the tomb and all the spirits flying around them, and they will change how they look depending what form you're in as well, so really great skill there. For the next hero anyway, we'll have a look at Psylocke. So out of the 4 horsewomen I would say Psylocke's possibly my least favourite when it comes to the skill and the actual costume. It's not to say they're not bad, but I do prefer the other ones. Now the costume is very different, looks a bit maybe too bulky considering she's a ninja, but other than that I suppose it does look kind of nice. I like the whole back piece on it, it's almost like a big beetle or something along the lines of that. Now for the mega prestige legendary, no idea how to say this, I'll say Shuriyuki, go for that. And you have the, let's see, it's 12%, so that would work out at 480 damage to ranged and melee powers, 5% deflect chance, 1000 critical hit rating, 5 fighting that actually works out at, that would be 800 damage. Rank 5 proc's quite different, it's every non-critical hit increases your damage by 0.5% and the bonus resets when you critically hit. not quite sure how I feel about that rank 5 proc, to be honest. But what we'll do next is check out the unique skill, and this is Machines of War. With this enhanced costume skill, then you'll summon up to 3 psionic ballistas, because you have 3 charges. They last for 8 seconds and they have a cooldown of 8 seconds. Now, they're alright, they'll probably work really great with my ranged Psylocke build in that respect, but they're quite slow firing, and as you can possibly see at the moment, the AI and where it places them can sometimes be a bit strange. It can place them way in the outskirts of where you're actually fighting. There we go, perfect example just there of that. So not massively sold on that particular skill, but let's have a look at magic next. So this costume I actually do like quite a bit. It's got the whole kind of nature vibe going on with it, and as with the other magic costumes, the sword has actually changed and it looks quite nice, this one. Now the Omega Prestige Legendary is Axe of the Dark Child, so you get 10% base damage, that's 400 damage, 1500 brutal strike rating, 200 spirit, which does help because she can be a bit spirit hungry, 2 charges to teleport powers. Bit disappointing for a rank 4 proc, to be honest, that one, because she's not really a movement hero. And then the rank 5, which is Otherworldly Nova, regenerates an additional 15% health and 15% spirit. It's an alright legendary. I think I'd potentially maybe even still use the trident over it. I would have liked to have seen some kind of demon summon on it, but maybe they'll tune this in time, who knows. But what we'll look at next will be her unique costume skill, and this is Plagued Disc. So this skill here actually looks pretty great, certainly a lot better than the description would lead you to believe. You've got the visual that moves all over the screen, that works as a dot, you can have up to 2 areas, it's got an 8-second duration and 12-second cooldown, so you're looking at 66% uptime. As you can see, the visuals look really pretty awesome on it, though I do like this one a lot. Now that is all the 4 horsewomen covered, so we've looked at their legendaries, we've looked at their unique skills. It certainly makes me intrigued for future costumes where we do get these unique skills. It'd be interesting to see what setups they go for. But as always, I hope this video was useful. If there's any questions or anything, feel free to ask, and I'll see you all again soon.